let's get into the introduction of Harry's Records, because from what I remember, I'm black and nosy.
Sure.
So it's named after your grandfather.
My grandfather's a musician. We were trying to think of names. Once we were able to, successfully be able to acquire.
Yes.
We were trying to find names, and I'm not a big fan of puns. Sure. Like I didn't want we're 4 blocks from the beach. Okay. We're 5 blocks we're another block and a half from the bay.
Yes.
Like you could do we were trying to figure out we didn't want to do puns. We want to we couldn't have the old name that was here, Low Fidelix. Shout out to Dave Hernandez. So we were trying to figure out names, and we were just kicking on ideas, and I was like, everything sounded wrong. Like somebody said wavelengths because we're by the ocean. I'm like, it's cheesy, whatever. Yes. But it was a lot of that kind of stuff, and I was just like, I couldn't do it. And then my grandfather's a musician. The logo in front, it's his actual signature off his immigration card.
That's awesome.
I pulled it off from it's May 26, 1982 or 81. I forgot. I have a picture of it.
Gotcha.
And we pulled it off of that. And that's the font on the window when you walk in. That's on the shirts. It's on the stickers. Whatever.
That's awesome.
So he was a musician back in Guyana. My roots are Guyanese. I'm Guyanese by my parents actually.
Same thing.
So he was a musician. He played drum back in the day, and we just thought it was fitting. And he would have loved this place. He would have loved it if he was still around before. He'd have been 115, but he would have loved it.
He still does.
And it seemed fitting, and it just kind of rolled off the tongue, and then. It's like when you have a kid and you give it a name, and then when the kid comes out, you're like, that's the name. Like that, I don't see that kid as anything else.
I was going to say anything but. Yes.
It's just the name. So that's what it came out as. And we stuck with it and it works. And people seem to like it. And, it means something to us. And it's not silly or goofy or, there's other record stores all over the place and they're all named different for different reasons. So we thought it was fitting to give him the tribute.
Awesome. So what instrument did he play? I'm sorry.
He was drums. He played drums, the Indian drums back in Guyana.
Got it.
And his father owned one of the first, if not the first. My dad, I'll have to clarify, but one of the first. I mean, they call them beer gardens, but bars in Guyana.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he used to play there at his dad's bar.
Gotcha.
And my dad was 6 or whatever the hell it was. It's one of those kind of situations. So so it just seemed fitting.
Okay.
So we loved it. Like I said, it just worked for us.
Gotcha. But what inspired you to actually have a record store?
So my wife and I are big music nerds. I expect more than her, but we're both music nerds.
Gotcha.
And we also have a wild amount of vinyl at our house.
Gotcha.
And CDs and music, and I'm a hoarder of music. I would say that from my phone. I still buy and download music on my phone.
Okay, that's same.
And I don't have Spotify. I don't have Apple Music. No, I don't have any. I have Spotify for podcasts. It's not true, but I don't have it for music.
Music, gotcha.
So I'm still hoarding music at 41, going. Oh, I heard a freestyle the other day from. Oh no, it wasn't that. I heard it was a POV, the Clips, and Tyler the Creator, and I was I had to go grab that. I picked up. I'll send it to you. I picked up the Hanuman Kind mixtape he did with A$AP Rocky.
Gotcha.
He did that big song, Big Dogs, that one I was doing over the summer.
Yes.
He put out a song he did a remix of that with A$AP Rocky.
Okay.
And then he did a remix of Victory Lap. Victory Lap 3, and then Victory Lap 4 had Mexican OT.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And I was I'm still a hoarder of music.
You like Mexican OT?
I do. I think he's interesting.
Okay.
He's real fast, which I like.
Gotcha.
And he's very clever. You have to listen to it 2-3 times to catch everything.
Yeah,
but I do like
that country tang.
It's that country there.
And then he puts all that into it.
Yeah, and I'm not from that area.
Of course.
So for me, it's just I have to catch it 3-4
times
and see how clever it actually is.
Yes.
So
it's hit or miss for me, but I like him though.
The few songs I've heard, Johnny Dang was good.
Yes.
And then some of his freestyles. He did a freestyle on was it Sirius XM?
Yes.
I think he did a freestyle there and he just smashes it. So either way, we're hoarders of music.
Gotcha.
We thought when the opportunity presented itself to buy our own record store,
why not?
And then also the person we bought it from was a really, really great guy.
Right.
He also was very, I think you have to be somewhat obsessed and nerdy about a thing to even think of it to pursue it.
Right.
Much like you. I always give you credit because you have been doing your thing, this thing, here and all your musical things since we were little.
Yes.
And I always appreciate it. I always love stuff like that when you hear that guy going, yeah, okay, I might have a 9 to 5, but I don't give a. That's just paying bills.
Exactly.
That feeds the kids. That pays the rent. That makes sure we eat. I'm not enjoying it. I'm just doing because I legally have to feed these children.
100%.
but I really want to do X. And for you, it was always music. And I was like, I love shit like that.
Thank you, bro.
And so for us, it was like, we were in corporate America. I've been doing retail for 25 years on the corporate level. And even before that, I worked at Sears and McDonald's and all that shit.
All that, yeah.
So for us, it just worked out. And we were, like I said, we were able to kind of acquire the space and the vinyls. Then we actually, on top of that, we're probably up to about 3,000 extras on top of that. And since we took over a month and a half ago. So we've added about 3,000 more vinyls on top of I think the total was 22,000 that's in this place.
Gotcha.
And then even that, which was, what's something weird I could share with y'all, is the love of CDs.
Yes.
Do you understand it? I didn't understand at first because it's our
Then,
age.
yes, back then, no. The
Back
collections.
Oh, I still have my truck. I still got them in my truck. But no, the kids love CDs. Do you understand this? Like,
wow.
That makes no sense to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain it to you.
That's new. Yeah.
Here's
okay.
I'll explain it to you because I didn't understand it either.
Gotcha.
Because I had a lot of like younger kids come in and be like, "You have CDs?" And I'm like, "I got a couple." And that was when we first opened it. But then if you go look now, we blew it out.
Gotcha.
Because they love it. There's a few different reasons. One, the new generation are getting a lot of our old cars. Yeah. What do our old cars have? CD players.
100%.
And what don't they have? Bluetooth.
Yeah.
My wife has a 2015 Nissan. It does not have Bluetooth, but it has a CD player.
That's hilarious.
So if my daughter was going to take over the Nissan in a couple years when she starts driving, she needs a CD player. She needs
100%.
CDs. So a lot of those kids are getting their parents' car, their grandparents' car, or something.
The grandfathered in cars.
Right.
Yes, the generationals.
Even there's a kid across the street here who works at the hardware store. He drives a '93 Ford Ranger. Told me with a straight face, "Hey man, you got tapes? I don't have a CD player yet."
Okay.
And so we have tapes too, but that's
I remember.
So these younger generation they like they're getting our old stuff, and then there's that, and then they also like owning the music, same way we do. They like holding it, like owning it, and there's something weird, and I appreciate that. Obviously because I own a record store, but I appreciate it because they're taking the time. If you sit here for like a Saturday, you'll see it. These kids, they're 20s and younger sometimes, and
Right.
I mean there's old people our age, of course, too.
Of course.
They're digging through. They're sitting on that rug over there, reading liner notes like we used to.
That's great.
And it's amazing. Like they'll just sit down. I've seen it. I've seen kids. That's why we have these chairs everywhere. They'll sit on the chair. They'll sit on the floor and just read it.
That's great.
They want to know who produced the album.
All that.
Is this? Oh, the lyrics are here. Cool. That's dope too. So they do a lot of that stuff, and it's amazing.
Right.
And I appreciate it. The third thing which I like is that for them it's their nostalgia. Our nostalgia is vinyl. Our parents had vinyl.
Yes.
Our grandparents had vinyl. Their nostalgia is CDs because if you're 20, your parents had CDs in the truck.
That's crazy.
My daughter's 9 and my older one's 12.
Right.
She works the CD book in my truck.
She's in charge of that.
She's in charge. She's like, we're playing Weezer. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, she does all that stuff. So for them, they love it and they want to own it. They want to, and that's the last bit of this is they're getting away from digital.
Yeah.
What I've learned since we've been doing this whole record thing for the last couple of years
Right.
is that I just picked up a whole bunch of these vinyls. Like I told you that's when you walked in.
Yeah.
I picked up a Big L freestyles of the last 10 years of his life. You're not finding that on Apple Music.
No.
You never see it on Spotify. Maybe you might catch it on YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But you're not going to catch it anywhere else.
That's very true.
So these kids are finding out like, oh, if I want Jay-Z, okay, I'll get the Black Album and I'll get this one, but I'm not going to get these weird one-offs. You're not going to get Heartbreaker Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
going to get these weird one-off to us he did back in the late 90s. Like, you're not
Right.
going to get it.
Right.
So these kids are really like, oh, there's more? The amount of kids who came in, a kid came in the other day, I shit you not.
Right.
He found an Onyx Wu-Tang single from 1996 on the Ride movie soundtrack. It was 1996. I barely remember the movie, and I definitely don't remember the song.
That's hysterical.
And that's what they're buying,
That's crazy.
and that's what they want. And I love that because they're getting, like I said, we're getting nerdy with it. They're going, oh, there's 4 cuts. Like I just bought this Mobb Deep. There's 4
Right.
different cuts of a Mobb Deep track, of the same Mobb Deep track.
Right.
There's a remix. There's the original. There's the acapella, and then the radio.
Yes.
So they're going, oh, okay, so this one has some bad words. This one has no bad words. This one has a remix with Nas on it. You're like, what? Like, so they like that stuff. Even with the albums. You go get that Ramones album, you might not, or you won't, you Spotify Ramones or whatever,
Right.
You're not going to get some of those weird B cuts.
True.
They want that. And I love it. And I'm like, when they buy it, I tell them all the time, I go, did you know that I'm pretty knowledgeable, as my wife is too. Like, did you know that if you get this, like, for example, the Smiths. Do you know the Smiths?
Yes.
in the dead wax, they call it dead wax, around the label.
Yeah.
They write notes.
Really? That I didn't know.
So if you, I don't know right here, but if you get the dead wax, there's usually like a code, you can look it up, and like a serial number.
There you go.
But if you get the Smiths, they write messages. So a kid bought, this kid must have been 20-something years old.
Right.
I go, let's open it real quick. He goes, really? I go, yeah, I want to show you something. So I showed it. I said, it was on the Mia's murder. It had, I forgot what it said. It was like death to capitalism or something.
Right.
Smiths were very anti-corporate America.
Oh, of course.
And it was very cool. And they're like, I didn't know that. I go, exactly. And that's why we're doing this.
That's great, man.
So we, you know.
Each one teach one.
Yeah, and then like you know, I think we, like you said at the beginning of the podcast, no creed, no color, no race. We all here together. That's what this is about.
Right.
How many? I mean, I say all the time. Yeah, you can go get a new copy of Thriller at a Walmart for $20-30.
Right.
Or you can get that one from 1982. And when you put it on that turntable,
The original.
it sounds like it's mastered, it's cut, it's different. If you go grab a new record, I'm not so hip on the new records. Like so, for example, there's a Metallica on that top shelf.
I see. Yeah.
I don't know if that's off the new mastering or the original mastering from the 80s.
I got you.
But if you get but that one's gonna sound, if it's what I think it is,
Right.
Because it's unopened, it's gonna sound like it sounds in your car,
Got you. Okay.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But when you play Master Puppets on the 80 something on one of these turntables that it's made for, it sounds a whole different. You know what's good on that too is like jazz and Ray Charles.
Yeah.
It sounds.
And I see you got Frankie too.
I got a lot of Frank, and we got a lot of good older stuff. That's what we like, and that's what I want people to. The idea was to, oh, you like Frank? I got a kid who dropped off some albums the other day. You might like him, or you like this one? Well, let me. And you know the good thing about at least what we do or this type of business,
Right.
is it's cheap.
Yes.
Like a kid came in the other day. He bought. He didn't know about Velvet Underground. I was like, I got one here for $11. It's a live album. Take it.
That's
like,
great.
buy it. I'm like, I'm not selling you with a $50 one.
Yeah.
I'm selling you $11.
Hello.
If it sucks, then you okay. You only lost $11. But if you like it, now you can go explore.
Yes.
And that's what we want to do. So that's how we ended up here. That's how we're doing this. Is like just want to be able to, like you said, teach one, reach one, right? Like just help these kids and other folks.
Especially around here.
Especially around here, we got a lot of, you know, younger. We got a lot of people our age. We got young kids,
Gotcha.
and their kids go, "Ooh, I like Billie Eilish, and I like Taylor Swift, I like all that stuff." Well, okay, well if you like that, well, you know, they can bring their kid in. I watched it happen. Sunday. He brought his daughter in. She wanted Olivia Rodrigo. She bought that, but then he was like, you might like this, and gave. I forgot what the other one was. I think it was Joan Baez. I think.
Okay.
It was like, you might like this. And she was like, really? Yeah. And he bought it. It was like I said, $6-7. Wasn't much.
Right.
And they went home together. And now you got a father-daughter bonding experience. What did it cost you? $6?
Seriously. For that.
For your daughter. And then what happens? Oh, either A, she likes it, and yay, or B, she hates it, and that's okay.
But at least she got knowledge of it.
But she got, right, and she goes, my dad played that for me. It was trash. Or my dad played it for me, and I really liked it, so I'm going to buy it again. So that's how we ended up with this, man. And that's what I want to do. I got tired of taking.
Gotcha.
In a lot of our jobs, we take.
Yes.
We don't offer anything to the world.
No.
Like, it's depressing after a while. And you go, I should at least do something to, like, help.
Yes.
To spread culture and awareness. And in this case, like, for the bands who play, or we play my niece's band, a bunch of others.
Nice.
Let them have a safe space to play. I'm not charging them money. Play for free.
Yeah.
We move the rugs out, we move the chairs out. Have at it.
Right.
Open the doors, let the people hear. So, yeah, that's how we end up here, man.
And that's how you generate business too. Oh, what's that? And
It helps, yeah. It helps that too.